Good morning and welcome back to the Faith in Formation podcast. It is Friday, March 20th, and thank you for joining us here, your home, for a devotional thought from a Bible verse every weekday morning. And Brother Sam is back with us again. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Brother Andrew?
Doing wonderful. It has been quite the week already, and we're already here on Friday. The weekend is here.
It's going by quickly.
All
right. Most of the way through March.
I know, it's nuts. 2026 is
situation. We're in
crazy.
like 2 months.
I know, it's coming quick. All the seniors listening are praising the Lord right now. And we're on the second day of ODAX, and competition is coming in fierce. And so good luck to all of you that are competing in competitions today. Hope that goes well for you. We are in II Thessalonians chapter 3. We're going to hit that here in just a minute. Brother Sam.
Yes.
Do you have?
I do.
Of the day?
It's going to be just very, very quick today.
All right. Very brief. That's all right. We're still going to get it in.
So yeah, I'm just going to jump right into
it.
I found this one. I do not have a son. I will just preface that. But so this is my son.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, not dropping any big news or anything. My son has been eating electrical cords. What do I do?
He's been eating electrical cords.
Mm-hmm. What would you suggest that I do?
Give him a different outlet.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I mean,
that is not bad, Brother Andrew.
Okay.
That is not bad. I would say that I should ground him until he conducts himself properly.
Okay, that's better. That's much better.
Yeah. Okay, and then did you know that Yoda had a last name?
Wait a minute. I can see where this is going, but I don't have the. Is it Best? Is his last name Best? Like Yoda Best? Sorry, I really.
No, but yours might be better, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, if you say it with an accent, it's actually
Yoda Best. That's
no, it was just much to my chagrin. It was not Best. It was actually Lehihu.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yodeling. I love it.
Lehihu. Yes.
Hey,
I don't know. Yoda Best is actually
all you Star Wars fans. That's how you say bye now. When you leave someone, hey, Yoda Best. There you go.
Yoda Best.
There's your new.
I like that. I like Brother Andrews even better than that.
There's a new way to say goodbye to your fellow Star Wars fans. All right. Well, thank you, brother, for bringing those. A little bit of light humor for the morning. Yeah, right. All right, well, let's get to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. By the way, I hope your week's gone well. I know we were talking about it. I hope things have gone. We're here Friday. I hope things have gone well. Head into the weekend, and I hope that you'll find your place in church this weekend and allow God to speak to you there as well. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, before we hit that, let's take a look at our memory verse for the week. Again, this comes from Romans 10 and verse 9. It says there that if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, shalt believe in thine heart that God hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. Romans 10 and verse 9. All right, 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, our topic verse this morning is verse 10. It says there, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. A very practical verse here. Brother Sam, when looking at this chapter, what came out to you? What jumped out to you?
I mean, this is a great principle here, as you wrote in your devotional for today, of, not just talking about, specifically eating or anything, right? But about the importance of not being lazy and basically reaping what you sow, and being a good hard worker. But I actually want to give a quick example, and some of you probably learned this in school, but this verse actually saved the lives of many people in the colony of Jamestown. I don't know for those that maybe have learned about this in school, or maybe your school didn't talk about it, but Captain John Smith, when they were colonizing Jamestown, they basically had an issue where some of the settlers were unprepared, and some of them that were more well-to-do were a bit lazier, and they were not essentially pulling their weight. They were not helping colonize. They were just kind of sitting around waiting to be fed by the work of others. And so John Smith, who was leading all of them, basically said, hey, we're going to take this verse quite literally.
Yeah, right.
And if any of you don't work, you're not going to eat. And he enforced that. And it actually helped them survive through the winter and producing
Wow.
the food that they needed to. So, just a quick example there
Yeah.
of how this verse actually was taken 100% literally,
Yeah, right.
and it helped save the early uh, people that were colonizing America. But even apart from that, um, again, Paul giving a lot of really practical, wise truths to the Thessalonian people. Um, I mean, you talked about it in your devotional, but just really important of what's I'm trying to think of the word here. But basically being responsible, right? Hey,
Yeah.
you have a responsibility to provide for yourself. You guys, someday you will be, Lord willing, providing for a family, right? There's an importance there in taking responsibility and being a good steward of what God has given you. Um, and what Paul is saying is basically, hey, if you're not being a good steward of what God's given you, then it doesn't make sense that you should just be reaping benefits if you're
Yeah.
not doing what God's called you to do.
Yeah. It's so true. And this cuts through like all of the idea of, well, you were born into this and you were put in a better situation. And it cuts through all of that. Like you think through history, some countries had like a caste system
Yeah.
or there's levels, right? And if you're born into your high born or low born or all this stuff, right? Through history. And although we may not speak it directly like that, that idea still exists to some
Yeah.
extent around. This cuts through all of that and saying that, hey, look, no matter who you are, you ought to be earning your way through this life. And I mean, the world and this could dive into a whole discussion about like the welfare system and all of
Yeah.
that. And I'm not gonna, digress to all of that. But it's a super simple principle, and I really love that the Bible is not only a doctrinal book; it truly is, and you can dive into the depths of that forever and never get to the bottom of it, to the bottom of how much is there. But also, it's so very practical.
Yeah.
I mean, this is as simple as it gets. You don't work, you don't eat. It's just so, so simple. And I wish that we saw that principle a little bit more in modern
Yeah.
day.
No, you can see people, and I've seen unsafe people actually adopt this principle even with, like, with raising their kids, right? I
Yeah,
know of people that are, like, extremely well off,
yeah,
and yet they're making their kids work, through fast food restaurants,
yeah,
just like
exactly.
a lot of kids do because, "Hey, I'm gonna make them
Yeah,
work for, college because it's teaching them the principle
exactly,
that, hey, we're not just gonna hand things to you,"
exactly.
right?
And uh, as as unfortunate as it is, people learn most effectively by doing
Yeah.
themselves, by having themselves. The wisest way to learn, I was talking to teenagers about this not too long ago. The wisest way to learn is by the experiences of other people,
Mhm.
right? So you don't make the same mistakes they do. But unfortunately, the most effective teacher is experience
Mm.
itself. It's not the best, right? It would be better to
It's
learn
not
from
the
everyone
most
else.
fun teacher.
Yeah. But it is very effective. And so parents and of course God understanding that is saying, look, you got to go out, you got to do it yourself. And when training kids like that and bringing them up, uh, sometimes you got to put it through them themselves. I remember I did the same thing. I had lists of chores I had to do and days of dishes I had to wash and cleaning things I had to do. And I had to work my way through college and all of that stuff. I went through all that and I'm very, very thankful for it. I don't think I would have appreciated nearly as much if my parents just gave me everything,
Right.
right? I'm very glad that they made me do some things. And if you have some parents, listeners, teenagers that make you do some things around the house and they make you work for some things, you got to be thankful for that. They call that tough love, right? In this, what do they call it? Tough love. You ought to be very thankful that they are preparing you for a world that is not kind, that is harsh, and for you to take care of yourself and to live by this biblical principle. So, really, the challenge today is don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Go out there, work for it, even when you don't want to. Right? You stick at it, stay with it, and earn your own way through this world.
Yeah, and God didn't make work to be inherently evil. Like, okay,
Exactly.
this is not a punishment. Like there was
Exactly.
and before the fall of man, like God had given Adam the job
Very
of,
true.
naming the animals and tending the garden, right? So like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we can still get great fulfillment out of the work we do, especially if it's something that God has specifically called us to do, right?
Yeah.
Um,
There's a book called Created to Work, and I forget who wrote it. I read it a long time ago. Very, very good book. And it essentially talks about all of this. Like, listen, God knew that we would be satisfied in this life by accomplishing things, right? That sense of accomplishment we talk about. If you did nothing with your life or just lazy, are you going to be proud of yourself? Yeah. No, of course not. Right. That's not
there's
how
no
we are
goals, no
as people. There's no
motivation.
goals, no
Yeah.
motivation. That's a terrible way to live. You're just existing at that point. Go out and accomplish stuff. That's what this is talking about. So don't be afraid of work. That's the challenge this morning. Don't be afraid of work. Don't be lazy. Go out there, make the money that you need to, yes, but also work hard for God and accomplish the things that He wants you to do. This is a great principle on the spiritual side, on the physical side, the social side, whatever side you want to look at. This is an awesome principle. Sometimes, like, just look at a nation or country as a whole. If you've got more people that are waiting to be worked for than are working,
Mm,
you've kind of turned yourself upside down,
yeah.
right?
Good luck with that economy.
Exactly. It's going to be toast, and you're done. And, again, I'm not gonna dive into all the political conversation here, but don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people that just relies on everyone for everything.
Yeah.
Go out there, and work for your living, work hard for the Lord in your church and spiritually.
One quick plug because it's so appropriate with the timing of this to say, the service activity coming up, right? I
Oh,
mean,
you're right, that's tomorrow.
teens, like, that is so important too. Like, when we're saying work, we don't mean just, "Hey, this is something where you're getting paid money for," and God's like,
Exactly.
"Hey, serve others." Yes,
Yeah,
it might be a sacrifice, but that's laying up treasures in heaven. God is
yeah.
proud of it, and you're blessing others.
Yeah.
So
So, so very true. And what a great plug. There's a little announcement on the back end of this podcast. Hey, teenagers, most of you know about this, but we do have that service activity tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Most of the activities throughout our year are aimed at you guys. This is one of the very few in which you get to aim it at somebody else.
mhm,
And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Come on out tomorrow, 10 a.m. Join us. We're going to have a good time.
and I think they get free pizza t out of it too.
They also get free pizza.
Look at
I
that.
mean,
So it's not all work. You guys
yeah,
get
I mean,
pizza too.
yeah, exactly. You're
See, there's the principle
it's
right there. If
exactly
any
in
would
the
not work,
verse.
neither should you eat. So if you
Yep.
go to the activity tomorrow
Yep.
and we don't see you working, you don't get any pizza.
Exactly. Standing in the corner, I'm gonna give you a single pepperoni. That's
Yeah.
it.
Or everybody's leftover crust.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, anyways, yeah, a good announcement come out tomorrow. Hey, guys, thanks again for listening this morning. I hope that this podcast is a blessing. I really enjoy looking at these things, sharing them with you guys. I hope that you enjoy listening. That was Second Thessalonians 3. Join us again Monday morning. We'll be right back here. I believe we're starting right into First Timothy if I check here. Yep, First Timothy chapter 3 will be on a Monday morning. Gonna be exciting. Join us then. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Oh, I almost forgot to mention about prayer.
Oh, yes, very important.
Cannot forget that. As you go to prayer today, spend a little extra time praying for your church, its ministries, its missionaries, its mindset. It's you got another
You're going for alliteration.
I'm trying to go with all the M's. But anyways, pray for your church, its ministers.
Mm.
I'm on a roll. Okay. Pray for your church today. And then for our teenagers, we want to mention Rena specifically this morning. Again, thank you all for joining us here this morning. I hope it was a blessing to you, and we'll see you next time.